when you're beginning to write tests for your students, what you can do is obviously create your own questions or use the database of questions that are available through the site. So what I'm looking at here is just looking at the questions and looking at all the questions here. And there are 3,500 questions at the moment for you to look at. And there's a range of filters we can use. So obviously you can select by different year group, by question type. Now I like some of these because it gives you, you can look at specific types of questions, or you can just include them all. And if you don't click anything, it selects everything by default. Question source is also good because you can find the public questions, which is the things that mostly are inherent into the site. You can look at specific questions that you created or shared questions. And what that is once you've created a question, or you have colleagues who created the questions, they can go in and through this actions, let me show you this. Through this actions, you can choose to share this question with, now unfortunately at this stage, it's only with individuals. So if you want to share with your team, you're going to have to type in each person's address. I have asked whether we can make these things public as we create them, and I'll report back some other time when I've got an answer. But that's how you select that, and obviously the subject area you can select, and it's broken again into the different components of our subjects. So for example, I might be looking at just the geometry questions, and I might be looking for the geometry questions for Year 10. And select update. Now there's 20 questions here. And so you can work through and have a look at those. You can hover over here and you get a small preview of the question itself. Sometimes that'll help if you can read it. It's a bit small here. You can add to the test directly. So if you've got a test open, if you click on this, I can, and it looks at the most recently used test. Well, I'm not going to put it there. I can click and put it directly into one of the existing questions that I've got, tests that I've got, or I can add it directly to a new test and start a new test from questions and then go through and add questions like that. But I won't do that in this demonstration. By clicking on the thing itself, then you can have a look at the question. You can have a look at the question, what different options there are, and you can click on here to see the actual question in detail in a more legible manner. So by doing this, you can just scroll through and see the different questions, and because I've searched by question type and subject area and year level, I get a much narrower range of questions to review. I think you get about 10 per page. Okay, so really that's all you need to see with questions. Just to have a fossick through and and find the stuff that's relevant for you. From what I've seen so far, there's a really good range of questions for each of these different areas.